have been a computer phobic. I do tend to shy away a little bit from incorporating ICT because of my own lack of training within that area.
Lynn Hall is a Year 2 teacher at Goosner Oliverson C of E Primary School in Preston, Lancashire. She's been teaching for 12 years. Lynn wants to improve her confidence when using ICT to help with the collection and presentation of data. So we've challenged her to find out as much as she can about using ICT to help with data handling and to integrate her newfound knowledge into a lesson with her pupils. Lynn is being supported fully by her head teacher.
All teachers have got to be open to professional development. This world is changing so quickly that the children that we're educating today, we don't know the world that they're going into tomorrow. The children are so far and beyond where we're at, and that does make experienced staff who aren't used to using ICT and haven't grown up with it quite frightened of it. So where you would use ICT in the best possible place, data handling is ideal for it. But if you're frightened of it, you're going to go to pencil and paper. You're going to go to your methods that work for you, which is what Lynn would do. She'd veer away from it, or she'd say, oh, can somebody else do that for me?
Following Lynn's progress through the challenge, you'll find out, among other things, how data loggers can be used to collect data, how simple spreadsheet and charting software can help focus learning, and about the benefits of working on shared documents. If you want to give it a go yourself, there's a range of useful support materials on the page for this programme on the Teachers TV website, including short how-to videos and case studies from other key stages and subjects. To start with, we're taking Lynn to Ash Cartwright and Kelsey C of E Primary School in Kent to meet Chris Thomas, who is already using data handling technology with his class.
I'm here today to actually prove to myself and to school that I can actually undertake something on my own without somebody from school actually having to show me how to do it and spend hours sitting at a computer until I actually get it. So to come somewhere else with fresh ideas, I'm really looking forward to the challenge of it. I'm hoping today that I've broadened my horizons in every aspect really of data handling and learn lots of new ideas and techniques to take back and not only share with my own class but hopefully throughout the school as well. Thank you.
Chris takes Lynn to meet his class who are doing a science project on insulators where Lynn can see data handling technology in action.
Let me explain what we're doing today. We're doing another experiment to do with insulators. Some of you will be using data loggers. Those of you who aren't, what science equipment do we use?
Thermometer.
A thermometer, OK.
Firstly, Lynn heads off to the group using the data loggers alongside a simple programme called 2Calculate, which can record the data and create instant graphs. The pupils will be taking the temperature of different liquids to see which cools down more quickly.
So do you think when you start doing this, your experiment, do you think you might show me how to use this program? I've never seen this program before. Is it easy?
Yeah.
Will I pick it up really quickly?
Yeah.
I hope so.
That's really easy. You'll pick it up.
Will I? Well, thank you. If I'm struggling, will you help me?
Yeah.
Do you ever stop smiling?
No.
No, So when else have you used data loggers?
We sometimes use science and sometimes maths.
Some of the things data loggers can measure are sound levels, light and temperature, and this data is displayed on a screen. If you're watching this on the Teachers TV website, look below for a short video on how to use a data logger. Data can be fed automatically into the computer, but today the pupils are inputting it manually. Chris's teaching assistant, Mrs. Thomas, has been involved with the class's data handling techniques all year.
We use this programme a lot because it's simpler.
Yes. Well, for my Key Stage 1 class, I can see this programme being of benefit. It's brighter and it's more colourful.
You can see just by the way they're all used to using it.
That's it. It's the way they're working together. It's obviously embedded within the class.
Some of the other groups in the class are using thermometers to take temperature readings of the same liquid in different containers to discover which container is the best insulator.
We've got I think mine's 50.5. 46, I think.
The groups with thermometers are using Google Docs, a free online resource where you can create, save and share spreadsheets and other documents. Similar sharing functionality may be available on your school intranet or learning platform.
So which container looks like it's working best so far?
I think it's the class.
Google Docs enables real-time analysis. So when one group enters its data, everyone else in the class can see the results too. And Chris has the data on his whiteboard in the form of a graph.
OK, let's have everyone looking at the screen. I've got the graph here which is showing the different temperatures of the containers. Can somebody tell me what strange thing happened there with the glass? Have a look there, I've circled that value there. Something strange happened to the line there that you wouldn't really expect. What was that? What strange thing happened? Christopher?
It was going down, then suddenly it gets warmer and then goes back down again.
So what would that suggest to you happened there? What do you think might have happened there, Ilana?
Maybe touched a different part of the glass.
Yeah, maybe we made some sort of mistake in our readings. Right, I want you to have a look at the results you've taken so far. I want you to have a guess, an estimate of what you think your next value will be. Have a look at your data, see if you can make a prediction, see if you can work out how close you're going to be. Off you go.
46. What's that? 39.
So what do you think the next one will be then?
Probably something like 2.6.
As the pupils head off to the ICT suite to write up their experiments, Lynn has a quick chat with Chris about the lesson.
That was a really great lesson. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Can I just ask you, when you've used the data loggers and the thermometers, was that for your differentiation?
That's one of the reasons. I mean, we've only got 2 data loggers that we can
Yeah.
use, so part of it is actually using the resources you've got. I do choose to use the data loggers with my lower ability children because it's very easy to read the display and to get a value without having to worry about the scale. And obviously there's a time and a place where the children do need to learn how to use a scale, but I felt in today's lesson especially, actually getting that data and working at the speed they were working, they needed to be able to get that information quickly. So I certainly think that, you know, using the right tools can help with differentiation, absolutely.
Yeah.
After her one-to-one tutorial with Chris, Lynn leaves armed with a new understanding and fresh ideas, ready to meet her data handling challenge back at her own school. It's been 2 weeks since we last saw Lynn, so how has she been getting on?
I've come straight back into school, inspired by Chris. The whole experience has really made me feel a lot more confident within using the ICT. I'm booking out the computer suite an awful lot more for the data handling experiences. Using the laptops in the classroom has made it really quite easy for us as well. I haven't had to adapt my lessons greatly to actually fit the ICT links in. I've had a lot of support, again, from the staff within school. Still the butt of many jokes with my ICT, but I can hack that because I feel now that the experience has made me develop professionally and for the benefit of the children.
In today's class, Lynn's newfound knowledge is being put to the test.
I've managed today to come up with a PSHE lesson that encompasses the community cohesion agenda and the healthy schools enhancement. We're actually inviting the local residents from the residential home across the road over for a tea party this afternoon.
Alongside traditional data handling methods, Lynn plans to use ICT to make instant graphs, aiming to give her pupils more lesson time to interpret their data.
We've asked the residents already what they would like for sandwiches, what their favourite sort of cakes are. We've come back, we've got that data together, and today we're going to interpret the data to know how many cakes, how many sandwiches we actually need to make. I also have an assessment activity going on to see if my higher ability children are able to use it independently and show me that they've consolidated the learning. We're also going to be going across to the residents' home and asking them what they would like to drink, starting off with the tally charts, bringing that work back into school, and the children are going to put it into context.
If you're watching this on the Teachers TV website and would like to see Lynn's lesson plan, look below.
Tea, coffee, water or orange.
Well, I like that. I like tea and I like coffee. I like them all.
So what would you like? Coffee?
I like tea best, I think. Thank you.
Out of tea, coffee, straight away. Tea, coffee, water or orange.
Tea, please.
All right, tea.
Armed with their data, the pupils are heading back to school to transfer their results to the computer.
Have you all got your data from Bushel's house? Yes. Are you sure? You got your tally chart? Yes. What you're going to do now, you're going to input that data into the computer and see if you can make a graph.
water, 2.
With the programme Lynn is using, once the data has been entered, a graph can be created at the click of a button, which the pupils can then label and analyse.
Right, when we're labelling, what were those lines on a graph? What are they called? The
Axes.
Well done, we have to label them now, don't we? So down this side, that's the number of residents that want that drink, isn't it? So we have to write number in there. How many teas do we need?
1. 8.
Teas. We need 8 teas, don't we? How many coffees do we need?
1.
1 coffee. What about water?
1 still and 1 fizzy.
Okay, what about orange juice?
4.
We need 4 orange juice, don't we? Did you enjoy doing the graph?
Yeah.
Yes. Would you have rather done it on the computer, or would you have rather done it on pen and paper, pencil and paper like we've done before?
Computer.
Can you tell me why?
Because when you click on that, the graph would already come up. You wouldn't have to draw it.
You wouldn't have to draw it, right? So I think this is a quicker way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Next, Lynn checks on the progress of her group, which is working independently with the data handling technology.
Right, you need to delete those 2 at the top. Click and drag back up to that side. Excellent. All right. Wonderful. Well done, you 2.
So now it's time for the pupils to use the data they've collected to prepare and serve the food and drinks to the residents.
And all those for me. No. I've enjoyed using the computers because it's faster and it's easy to label the axes. I don't use the computer much at home, but I do with Mrs. Hall. It's much easier than doing it on paper because when you rub it out on paper it gets really, really scruffy.
The pupils have been amazing. I've been amazed at how quickly they've taken to using the programme. When I've had discussions with them, they tell me they're really proud. It's something else on the computers that they're now able to do. When the children are using the computers, there's lots of educational benefits using data handling. It gives them another way of recording information. I still feel there is a place within the curriculum for a pen and paper method, and the computer work certainly, data handling work certainly enhances that within the classroom. For anyone who is a little bit apprehensive about using ICT within the classroom, I'm living proof that it does actually work. I was very underconfident prior to doing the programme. I took 1 day out of my teaching day-to-day life to learn how to use the programme, and that day has given me so many benefits because not only has it made me confident with using the data handling programme, it's also enhanced my confidence within lots of other areas of ICT, things that I've developed along the way and been able to put into classroom practice. And I never thought I'd be able to say anything like that. Yeah, and I feel really confident that I can now.
If you're watching this on the Teachers TV website and are interested to see how teachers of different subjects and key stages use ICT to collect and present data in the classroom, then have a look at our short films below.